Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Our Father, we come this evening thanking you for another opportunity. As we pause on our busy schedule today, we give you thanks for your keeping us as we travel up and down the dangerous highways. Every walk of life, you've been by our side, and we thank you for it. Now we come inviting you into our midst because we need you. We need your mercy, we need your guidance, we need your understanding. But most of all, we need your forgiveness of sin. We need you to just stand by us and take care of us. Bless this great country that we live in. Bless this city that we serve in every day. Lord, keep us in your care. Keep us looking up to you. In the name of Jesus, we give you all honor and all the praise and all the glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I call this meeting the City of Smith Station to order. September 12th, 2023. Can I have a roll call vote to establish a quorum?
Mr. Stringer?
Here.
Mr. Jackson?
Here.
Mr. Langston?
Here.
Mr. Cooley?
Here.
Ms. Green? Here. Mayor Copeland?
Here. You're given the minutes from the August 22nd, 2023 City Council meeting via hard copy as well as digital. Are there any additions or corrections?
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that they be approved as is.
Second.
Green Coolidge that I have.
Mayor Copeland, I'd like to make a motion we suspend rules of resolutions and ordinances so that we can address the items before us tonight.
Ms. Coolidge has made a recommendation to suspend the rules and ordinances and resolutions so that we can embark on business tonight. Item resolution A, B, and C. Can I get a second? Second. Mr. Lanston, any discussion? None being brought forth, can I have a roll call vote?
Stringer?
Yes.
Jackson?
Yes.
Langston?
Yes.
Cooley?
Yes.
Green? Yes. Copeland?
Yes.
A resolution for the city.
Item 7A, 2023-521, approve the cell phone reimbursement for interim city clerk, City of Harmon. Will you introduce that for us, ma'am?
A resolution for the city of Smith Station, Alabama to reimburse interim city clerk Cindy Farmer for cell phone usage.
Get a motion, a second?
Second.
Green, any discussion? None being brought forth, I call for a roll call vote.
Stringer?
Yes.
Jackson?
Yes.
Langston?
Yes.
Cooley?
Yes.
Green? Yes. Copeland?
Yes. Item 522, approve a contractual agreement for 23-24 year with the East Alabama Chamber of Commerce. Will you introduce that for us, Ms. Farmer?
The resolution for the city of Smith Station, Alabama, authorizing Mayor Copeland to enter into a contractual agreement with the East Alabama Chamber of Commerce.
Motion approved.
Ms. Cooley?
Second.
Second, Ms. Green. Any discussion? I'd like to thank the new president of the chamber, Ms. Melissa Gann, for giving us an overview of what they do and what they produce for us with the East Alabama Chamber of Commerce. I'd also like to thank Mr. Dave Allwood for being here, who is the chairman of the board for the East Alabama Chamber of Commerce. Thank you both for being here. At this point, I'll call the motion.
Stringer?
Yes.
Jackson?
Yes.
Langston?
Yes.
Cooley?
Yes.
Green? Yes. Mayor Copeland?
Yes. Item 2023-523, approve funding for National Night Out scheduled for October 3rd, 2023. Take a motion, second.
Motion
Oh,
to
sorry.
approve.
Sorry for getting, Ms. Green, it's my fault. Will you read that aloud, please?
A resolution for the city of Smith Station, Alabama, authorizing, to approve the funding for a national night out scheduled for October 3rd, 2023.
We have a motion and a second.
Motion to approve.
I want to make note that this is not to exceed $1,600 for this funding for National Night Out. Any other discussion?
Just, we've got a great crowd here tonight, just of what this really means, tell for the folks that may not know what this is.
This is an ability to build a relationship between law enforcement and the citizens. It'll be a fun event. There'll be several demonstrations from helicopter landings, dog demonstrations, to a big presence of police officers from Opelika, Auburn, Lee County, and I think other people will join us as well. Aaliyah will be here, EMA will be here, the ABI will be here. So it'll be a good time to come out and just have your children be able to touch an MRAP or look inside a police car or see one of the dogs or see one of the safety helicopters land. It's going to be a great night. Also, our fire department will be here as well. They can find one fire truck, see our fire department. And so that being said, that's pretty much what it is. Without discussion, I call it the vote.
Stringer?
Yes.
Jackson?
Yes.
Langston?
Yes.
Cooley?
Yes.
Green? Yes. Copeland?
Yes. Item 8A, amend request of the bid on Saturday, September 23rd, 9 to 1 for a baby shop. Have a motion second?
Motion to approve.
Ms. Gray, you got that? Item number 9, public comments. Before we begin, I'd like to read. You're testifying before a public body. Each member of the City Council of the City of Smith Station is a public servant. Any false statement made to a public servant for the person requiring a benefit may be prosecuted as provided in Section 13A-10.109, Code of Alabama 1975. Your time is limited to 3 minutes speaking. And I'm going to give her a chance to get that set up before I call our first person. I'd like to call Mr. Owen Harper of Holland Green HOA, Smith Station, Alabama.
So my name is Owen Hopper. I manage the HOA in Holland Creek. My company does. I'm one of the few management companies who manage subdivisions here in Smith Station and Walsall Point. So I was told by, I forgot, I guess I was talking to code enforcement office, but I guess you guys are going to have a vote because I need to be able to tow cars from the streets. I would like to be able to call the tow company. Now, I can tow cars if it's a derelict vehicle on someone's driveway, but, you know, I'm trying to make the HOA and everything, everyone follow the rules, but when people leave their big trucks there overnight or things like that, and they're violating them, and they have warnings and so on, I was wondering when you guys are going to vote on that, so I can call the tow company, and they can be towed from the street.
I'll look into that and we'll address it as a city, what we legally can do, parking on city streets. And I understand it's a problem as well as basketball goes on city streets as well. And I don't want to really get into that, but sometimes they get out in the right of way. And so, I hear you and we'll look into it. I have your number here. Will you walk forward and confirm your number? I don't want to.
Say it again, yes, yes,
That's your number.
yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I'll respond to you.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a legal thing, sir, but I called the tow companies and they're like, I don't think we can do that right now. So, you know, that's
Yes, sir.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you
Owens.
very much. Thank you.
Just before we walk, a point of clarification, that you're only talking on the road, is your question, on the actual road?
Yes, I can tow if it's in the driveway, if it's against the HOA bylaws, but when they're on the street and they just leave things there, like someone leaves a vehicle, you know, it's difficult for me to just, hey, but you've been warned, you have fines now, I'm taking the car.
Okay.
Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to call Warren Davis, Smith Station, Alabama.
time this evening. I'm here to ask for equal treatment, funds, and maintenance for Drury Fields in girls softball. Abandoned, a word used to describe Drury Fields. However, I prefer to describe the field as beloved. Not because of its immaculate field upkeep and functional parking lot, no. As I'm sure you know, that those are not words to describe that field. It is beloved because of the hard work and effort poured into it by countless parents and volunteers. We're determined and dedicated to provide our girls with the same opportunities and resources that other sports receive. Something we shouldn't have to do alone if our city and county were showing up for our girls like they show up for other sports and the other complex. We're not asking for a new field. We love our field and we've made it into something special. Our request is simple: equal funds and maintenance. How will you assure this for our girls? We've been playing in Smith Station since fall 2021. Since then, my husband and our family friends have had the pleasure of serving and coaching 50-plus girls. Serving, a word used to describe the action of pouring into someone or something for its betterment. An action the city and county has failed to uphold for our girls. City council and public office holders are called and elected to serve its community. Last year marked the 50th anniversary of Title IX, and yet we still have to fight for our children's future, equal facilities, equal opportunities, and equal support. It's time for our city and county officials to step up and provide the same level of support for our girls softball as they do for other sports. Our girls deserve nothing less. Where do you stand? How will you ensure that equal funding and attention will be given to the sport of softball in Drury Fields? I want to take an opportunity to list to the council what our board and team of volunteers have accomplished with little to no help from the city or county. Restriping the parking lot, initiating the repair to falling ceiling and concession stand, repairing broken dugout benches, replacing missing dugout fence, pressure washing bleachers, cleaning restrooms, repairing fence gate for the safety of our players in the dugouts, cutting back overgrowth near parking lots, fields, etc. Overall maintaining of the fields, replacing rotten wood at the barrier separating the fields from the parking lot, replacing rotten wood on concession stands in the press box, replacing rotten wood on the stairs, repainting the press box concession stand to finally say Smith Station Dixie softball and not baseball. Thank you for your time.
Before we issue any kind of statement,
Do I need to say standing or?
no, sit down, please, by all means.
Lauren,
Yes, sir.
there's a credit card up under you.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna need that later.
Yeah, you might need it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
Before I make any statement on that, I'd rather hear from everybody else and I'll make a
Sure,
statement.
absolutely.
Number 4, one of the other, Gregor Cindy Helms.
Yes, sir, I have concern about the fire department, and I'd like to know if the city of Smith Station is funding the fire department in any way. That's my question. And if they are, then are the funds being regulated by y'all, or they just go into a general fund, or do they go to a specific need? And another thing is, you know, you're very adamant about the ambulances. If the ambulances don't run, then you're going to withdraw everything from the city standpoint. There's the funds that the fire department receives is really, you know, unscrupulous. And, you know, as far as what's happening in accountability. And I just wondered what is Smith Station involved as far as funds?
Okay, City of Smith Station, we stop that. The City of Smith Station and the City Council voted in January 2022 to approve them forming a fire district. We do not fund the fire department. We're not part of the day-to-day operations of the fire department. We have no oversight for the fire department besides requiring the yearly audit to be sent to us. We have one member of 5 that serves on that board that represents the City of Smith Station, but we do not fund, we do not collect, we do not distribute any funds as far as the Smith Station Fire Department. So, to be quite honest with you, sir, Excellency, the first Tuesday of every month, and that will be better suited for your discrepancies that you have, because I can't answer your question besides the fact that we do not fund the fire.
Well, may I ask another question? What would it take for the city to fund into the fire department in some manner, some way?
Budgetarily, we could not afford to do that at this time, due to our budget. You know, we're a growing city, we have very few commercial businesses that pay into our tax services. So with that being said, probably 20 years down the road, maybe, but right now, the fire district encompasses 35,000 people.
Exactly.
Our city is 5,300 people.
Right,
So when you say Smith Station Fire District, that encompasses all the way to Ladonia,
right.
all the way to Melody Lane in Phoenix City, all the way to Dupree's Crossing and, on 379, all the way to Salem, this direction. The city of Smith Station is 40 miles.
Right.
So it would be virtually impossible for us at this period of time to take over that ginormous task.
Right.
And it'd be physically irresponsible as the mayor and city council to do that. But, we did support them forming a fire district because of the ambulance services.
Right.
Because, and I want to make it public for the whole world to know, the response time for the ambulances prior to us not having ambulance service was 60 minutes to 59 minutes for response time. If someone had a heart attack, that's death penalty.
That's right.
Now, it's down to 15, and sometimes even lower than that for somebody to have response time. We were losing citizens due to the fact that the fire department did not have ambulance services. I made it clear at 2 meetings ago for the fire district, the chief sitting here if he wants to say it. I made it clear that we as a city are in favor of the ambulances. If the ambulances are done away with, we're in full understanding that we will remove our support from them forming a fire department. So as far as us funding them, we do not.
That was my question.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
John.
At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. DJ Sims to come forward.
Good evening. Thank you for your time.
Sorry, sir.
My name is DJ Sims. I'm a husband and father. My girls go to Smith Station. My wife and brother-in-law went to Smith Station. I'm a transplant here from Penn Valley. Rick, softball coach here. I'm a travel softball coach here. I'm the vice president of the softball board here. I have a lot of pride for the city and its residents. When my wife and I joined the softball board a few months back, we took it as our personal mission to leave better than we found it. We as a board have every intention to grow this league back to what it was, but we need help. We have needed help for years, we did not receive that help. The light situation, I'm sure everyone in this building is aware of now, was just the tip of the iceberg. We've been talking about it for 3 months, it's been on about for 3 months. I had to get on social media and make a post about it yesterday, and suddenly it was fixed in 24 hours. When I was told 6 to 8 weeks, 9 to 6 months, 4 to 6 weeks, it was all over the board. I ask you, why do we pay $15 a player every season for nothing to show for it? All we have is people coming to cut the grass. Over 5 years, if you average 200 players a season for rec and travel, that's $30 grand. $30,000. We only get the grass paid. Where's the rest of the money going? We don't know. Show us the books. Show us where the money's been, because it sure hasn't been going to jury fields. Baseball, they pay the same, probably averages about the same. Where's the money going for them? They do all their work now. Why haven't the other 3 fields been constructed so that we can all play at the same place? The ceiling of concession stand is falling down, and I actually have pictures for you to see. The fences are broken, they have been for years. The parking lot's so bad, like Lauren stated. We've put our time into striping. I got quotes that wanted $30,000 to fix the parking lot. Nobody has that money, so we took it upon ourselves to do what we could to stripe that. If it wasn't for 84 Lumber donating over $1,500 in lumber and windows, and the volunteers giving up their Saturdays to help us, we'd still be scrambling to get the field ready for the season to start. As a city, I feel like you failed your youth, you failed Smith Station, you failed showing any concern until I made the Facebook page. The city's making a rebuttal on another page about the lights being fixed, being a temporary fix is a really bad look. It's very shameful. Because the volunteers, we are taking care of our fields. We've got windows put in the press boxes. We've rebuilt the handrails, all the things that Lauren stated. The list goes on of things that we have done in only a few months. When's the city's turn to help? We need our concession stand fixed. We need to fix it now. And we need a permanent solution to the light issue. I'm very passionate about this. Very passionate about the kids. So are all these people back here. The girls deserve better. fix has been made, it literally go bad tomorrow, and we'd be right back to where we started, with no lights, and a season to attend to. I want to be the voice of the voiceless, which is the kids. I don't care about my kids, or just your kids. I care about the next kids, and the next kids, and the next kids. And here are the pictures of the concession stand on the inside for you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Sam. This time you come. This time I call Mr. Toby Mayo.
How are y'all doing tonight? Council, much respect. And, I'm here tonight, I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, just getting off from work. But I'm here tonight as a player, as a coach and a parent. I got my two girls back there and they, enjoy playing softball so much. Especially, they got their father out there with them, helping them and coaching them. They enjoy it so much that they don't even want to cheerlead no more. I just want to ask the council, why is it that we are doing our parts in the community? We're paying our taxes, we're giving our time, we're giving our effort, along with our girls. My two girls, I know, they first year playing softball was last year, and they love it, and they're pretty good. I want to know why is it that, and I'm not for sure if I'm a proper cross ways with my fellows that just spoke, but I want to know why they don't even have sufficient restrooms to use. I mean, these are our little girls. Now, boys and men, we're a little bit different, but these are our little girls. We need sufficient restrooms to use. It's nasty, it's smelly, and they hardly even work. I'm glad that we did get at least a temporary fix to the lights, and that's a big issue. But I think our girls should be provided the same amenities that the little boys in the community are provided. I got two boys that they played football and basketball for Smith Station. As a matter of fact, one of them graduated last year and gone off to college from Smith Station High School. So we are a big part of the community and we love this community. But our girls deserve the same treatment and respect that everyone else gets in this community. And I know Rome is not built in one night. I know it takes time for stuff. But at the end of the day, it's too much time and it's too much lacking for our girls. They deserve a lot much and a lot more better. Thank you. Thank you.
I was wondering if everyone got completed before we make a discussion. First and foremost, I'll take full responsibility for what's going on. Personally, myself, we have a board, we have a Parks and Recreation Director that usually fields the calls. I'm sure you're fully aware. But I'd like to ask a question. How many members in here right now are board members?
My husband is too, just a captain.
And another board member just stepped out as well.
Okay, what I'd like to do first and foremost is set up with the convenience of the recreational board a meeting. We have a recreational committee, and, excuse me for a moment while I research that. Mr. Lanson and Ms. Green, I'd like to set up a meeting with those two and the current board of the softball, with the, Parks and Recreation Director involved in that meeting. And I'd like to get a list of things that we could help with. The temporary light fix, I'd like to give an explanation of that, and my city clerk and I were at EMA today when we got a call that they were fixed. When they were fixed, I asked her to make that post, unbeknownst to me of what the entire situation was. There's two oil packs out there, let's say transformers. Those transformers have oil with wiring inside of there that run each one. So the guy that fixed it today for us from Alabama Power took one off, took it to get rebuilt, and put them all through the one that's there. I know they're old. I know we're too late to be worried about it this year, but we will look into it But I want you guys to know that we do not own that property, the County Board of Education owns that property. So we're kind of limited as to what we can do without their permission, so we gotta work together as a group. I will say the person, I think it was, Mr. Sims had questioned where's the money going? Our audit is on the city website, that you can go see where this money goes. Parks and Recreation is a loss leader, a huge loss leader to us across the board, but we don't do that, we do that for the kids. So the $15 is nowhere near offsets what we pay for power, electricity, upkeep on things that we try to get upkeep. And with that being said, I'd like to have a meeting with the current board, with the current Parks and Recreation Director, and the current Recreational Committee, and I'll be in the meeting as well, for you guys to see how can we reach this divide. But I do want you to know, any negligence that you feel is not personal. I promise you that. I played on those fields, and the same lights that you played on are probably the same lights I played on 40 years ago. And there's a lot of other people in this room that played on those fields that played under the same lights for 40 years old. I do understand where you're coming from. I'm not ignoring you. From my understanding, from what I've been told, I did not know, Mr. Mayo.
Yes, sir.
I was not aware that the bathrooms were that bad a shape. I thought we had done some work on those. I will personally go tomorrow myself and look at those bathrooms.
And I'm sorry too, sir, I forgot about the concession stand. I mean, they need work. I know.
We have cleaned bathrooms. My wife spent, and somebody else's wife, your wife, spent 2 hours in the women's bathroom cleaning this Saturday.
But the men's bathroom under the sink literally has a leak and there's rotting wood just as a wall. The girls' bathroom has no air.
Okay. Now, I don't know that we will be able to produce air, but we can produce a
I'm
fan.
just saying, like, I need a fan or something, like, it's hotter in there than it is outside for these girls.
And I'm still waiting on our 501c, and as soon as I get that approved, I plan to start fundraising myself. So I'm not asking for everybody to say, hey, let's just spend money on the girls.
Well, I want you to understand, I'm a big proponent of Title IX. I'm a big supporter of Title IX. I completely agree with that, and I could go into a big story about that, and I'm not going to. But I've seen what you're saying. I've seen it, and I don't want to be a part of that. And it's not by negligence. It's pure a part of not being informed as the mayor, and that's completely my fault, and I'll take responsibility for that. With that being said, I'll check into these things tomorrow. I will get with these two guys tonight on their schedules, try to form a meeting one afternoon in the next 2 weeks, where you guys can sit down with them and as the board and discuss your grievances. And let's see what we can do to help. I'm not saying we're gonna fix everything, and what we can allow to be fixed, what we can allow to be fixed. But we will do the best we can to help.
We just want to feel like someone cares, because it feels like no one cares.
And then also, you know, we play other communities. We go to their facilities and they're kind of like really nice. And we don't want them coming to our city, our county, and looking at us, you know, playing and providing them with facilities and stuff like that. So we got to keep that in mind too. We want to look like the great community that we are as a city and a county right here in Smith Station.
And I would agree with you on that. And I'll also mention, that's a problem from the high school down to the 6th grade as far as sports are concerned.
But we've stayed in this station because we love the city. And, you know, I mean, we've seen too many girls leave because of how Riverfield is treated. And when I asked why, they said, nobody cares. Nobody cares about softball. And that's why we stayed, and that's why we joined the board. Because we can't make changes just sitting out there, waiting for Jason to do it.
Exactly.
That's why we're all right here.
Because we've all had conversations with Jason, and
It's uncut promises.
it goes in circles.
Well, Jason worked for me, so that's my fault. I take responsibility. I will set up a meeting with the current recreational board, and I'll have him there as well as myself to voice his opinions and see where we can go. I want to conclude the light situation. The light pack is being worked on because it's 20 weeks out, and I know you said 12 weeks ago that you mentioned that. I understand, I don't know who said that, but I agree. It was said 12 weeks out. I was under the impression we were working on it.
I believe that more.
Yesterday, I got a call, and I said, okay, we'll fix this. So I said, whatever it takes, and I don't want to give you the avenues that we went down to create this, whatever it takes, to get it fixed. Is it fixed? Yes. Temporarily? Yes. But we're working on a plan to get it fixed permanently, but we got to wait on that pack So I'm doing my best to go above and beyond to get the lights out there working. But all I can say is I hear what you're saying, and, let me let you guys meet with that committee in themselves. Let them offer up some answers to what we can create. Because Mr. Langston and Ms. Green both generally care for girls' sports and boys' sports and all sports and the city. So let's go that route and we'll work from there. And I'll promise you, we'll get that meeting set up in the next 2 weeks.
Can you tell us what, you said the education, Lee County Education owns the property, so what responsibility does Lee County Education versus Smith Station have? Because if it's not, if we're having a meeting with them, but they can't make any changes, then what benefit is that for us? We need to be having a meeting with Lee County Education. If you guys are responsible for the lights, the concession stands, the bathrooms, then that, you guys are the ones, and you just alluded to it being a problem for Lee County Education, almost like to push it off on somebody else. But if it's them that we need to be meeting with, then we need to have a meeting with them.
It's not my intention at all.
Brian, you come in tomorrow and tell us you can't have these fields no more, so what do we do then?
We'd have to make it, we would have to go make arrangements at the current park and fix out the schedule on that direction. And to answer your question on the other 3 fields, the funding is not there yet. The county owns the city park, that's where the boys play. The county, Lee County owns that. We maintain it and keep it up. So our funds go to keep it up and maintain it. We don't own it. So the other 3 fields, when the funding comes in from Lee County, City of Lee County, we can then add the 3 additional fields. So back to your question about Lee County Board of Education. Back when I played ball, Lee County Board of Education owned that property. And J.D. Drury envisioned creating a youth league back then. And so he self-fundraised, he created that. That's why it's named Drury Fields. No, there was no city, there was no county to give any money whatsoever. He funded it all himself with the help of the citizens of the city of Smith Station. The citizens of Smith Station, they weren't even a city at that time. So, you know, whether it be Green's Propane Gas or Rainbow Foods, that's how they created that. So with that being said, they own the property. Now, we as a city have tried to help with the leagues to keep it going, to keep it growing with a football league. For example, we have a football board, a baseball board, a softball board, soccer board, and each one of those have different needs, different aspirations for field use, and so on and so forth. So we have a Parks and Recreation Director that oversees all that. And so I hear what you're saying. Let me get a meeting set up in the next 2 weeks with the board and the Parks and Recreational Committee, and we'll see what direction we can go in to help. I'm not saying we're not going to help, we will help. I just got to figure out what is our emergency situations, and what situations can we put off to next summer, next budget year, so on and so forth. Let's prioritize what our needs are.
And I'm happy to help anyway. I know a lot of contacts that are contractors, so I'm happy to bridge that gap.
We also have to go by Alabama State bid law and how we handle things and the way we have to do by our legal laws. We don't want to get out of anything illegal.
Oh, yeah.
So for example, if we want to pave the parking lot, let's say hypothetically, we can't do it. We got to bid it out, go through this, that, and the other, right form, so on and so forth. So let's all work together to formulate a plan. I hear that you're frustrated. I do understand that. And I apologize that it's just now coming to my chair or our chair, but we will take this and go run with the ball. And I promise you that one and that one will run with the ball and give us a report on what we need to do.
I'm so sorry, I just want to ask one question, and only because I got an opportunity to be here early to hear the discussion about rezoning. Is it a rezoning issue, like to rezone to Drury Field so that it's no longer Board of Education property? Okay.
They own that property, and it's not, absolutely nothing to do with this ownership, not zoning.
So going back to I guess because it was like a roundabout answer, so are you guys responsible for the concession stand or is Lee County Board of Education?
In all actuality, I'm gonna be honest with you, the concession stand belongs to no one. We're willing to help fix it. And from my understanding, and I didn't want to speak up, but some of our public works people went and fixed the roof, and I got information that the roof inside the concession stand was somewhat repaired.
They made patches in the pictures.
Okay, so that's why I didn't want to speak out, so, I gotta do some research and, get back with you guys and get with the committee. A lot of your things that you've said tonight, first time I've heard them, some of the things that you've said tonight, I'm fully aware of. So, I just say this, I take full responsibility myself.
And I challenge y'all to go over there, go to the park and look,
Please,
walk around. And the way it looks now is 30 times better than it was 2 months ago before we took over and started working.
And I will say, I ride by there, and I do know y'all been working, I've seen it. So yes, it looks very, very good compared
It's
to
all good kids, we're doing good kids.
that.
All that.
Are y'all okay with mine? Thank you. We gotta move on with the meeting. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Item 9A. I'd like to add item 9A. if you don't mind. I'd like to make a motion, we go to executive session. Alabama Open Meeting Laws number 19, to discuss with legal counsel. Legal ramifications of legal offers of pending litigation. Controversy is not yet litigated, but immediately likely to be litigated, or imminently likely to be litigated, when the governing body pursues or proposes a course of action. Can I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Now, being brought forth, I call for the vote.
Stringer?
Yes.
Jackson?
Yes.
Langston?
Yes.
Cooley?
Yeah.
Green?
Yes.
Mayor Copeland?
Yes. At this point in time, we're going to executive session not to exceed 20 minutes. I'm going to ask everyone to leave the room except for the council and the city clerk.
Completed, they can come to City Hall to complete that, but our holiday bazaar, which has always been a great event here on the campus, will be November the 4th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
They can also get the form online and pay online if they need to, if they're like living in Fort Center or something like that. We have that ability. Thank you, Ms. Green. Are there any other public comments? At this time, I'd like to recognize CTV Bean, Mr. Matthew Tessier, for being here. Did I pronounce that right?
Tessier, but
Tessier.
I accept Tessier.
Forgive me, my southern come out.
All good. I still haven't picked up my southern growl quite yet.
This time I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Before we adjourn, let me ask, is this the new fire chief?
Yes, sir, Mr. Green.
Oh,
The interim fire chief.
Animals, oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to say?
I asked him earlier, do you want to say anything? He said he did.
Okay.
Not at this time.
Well, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second, Jackson Lancy.